Now, are all you guys registered with Duca to send deals?
I believe so, but maybe after the presentation, Michael, I can send you a list of our agents with their contacts, and then you can take a peek.
Okay, beautiful. Now, all Duca's mortgages now qualify contract plus two, just to make sure you're aware of that. And I'll tell you the things that we don't do first. We don't do pre-approvals. Don't send us a pre-approval. We have a 90-day rate guarantee and live deals only, okay? So don't send us a pre-approval. A lot of people think we do leased land, mobile homes, farming. We don't do any of that sort. And we don't do any wood siding. Any house that has any log home or wood siding, we do not do that, okay? Just to let you know some of the things that we do not do. Now, Duca is provincially regulated, so we are only in Ontario. So the property has to be in Ontario, and the clients have to live in Ontario. We launched a partnership with CMLS in 2020. They do all our underwriting. We have 3 dedicated underwriters that know our mortgages backwards and forwards. And I was a broker forever. And the beautiful thing with Duca is your underwriter is your fulfillment specialist. So you only have one person touching your deal throughout the whole deal. You don't have to retell it, resell it. It's really goes nice and smooth. And the 1-800 number and the service at ducabrokerservices.ca, that is for your clients once their mortgage is with Duca. That's the contact information if they want to get a mortgage statement or change their payment or what have you. And you guys can also use that if you get a broker consent form signed. Now, how do I go to the next page here?
Just arrow over. If you hit your try the up or down button, it should go forward. Or
Or
even
try the space bar.
clicking on the screen. Spacebar, one of the two. On mine, when I present, I just arrow right. It usually moves.
Um,
You know the 4 arrows on your keyboard? Try
yeah.
try pressing one whichever way to the right, I guess. The right arrow. See if that
Right.
works.
It could be right or down sometimes.
Well, I
Yeah.
pull up the little icon at the bottom here, and then it goes to something else here.
Can you hit the space bar?
Oh, there we
There you
go.
go.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So when you submit deals to Duca, make sure you always put your contact information in your notes. Put in your name, email, phone number. Always put your contact information in your notes. And this is very important. When you send document, we don't have a portal. We have an email. So when you send documents to Duca, you send them to documents at ducabrokerservices.ca and only put the mortgage number in the subject line. It starts with the letter L. Its name. Don't put anything in the body because it'll get delayed or off in la la land. So only put the mortgage number in the subject line. And we need all documents 10 days prior to closing. We also have this email, ask Amy at ducabrokerservices.ca. If you don't want to bother me or you don't want to bother the underwriter, you can email Ask Amy. It'll give you a status update, whether it's broker complete or any mortgage or any documents outstanding. And when you get your commitment back, you'll have the underwriter's information, and you can email them and call them and what have you. So yeah, you can contact them directly. Okay, our rate. I don't know if you got our rate sheet September on Tuesday, June 16th. We updated our rates and we reduced our rates. Actually, our high ratio 5-year came down to 424, which is pretty competitive, and a lot of our rates did come down. But with even on our ACE, these are all our conforming mortgages, and even on the A side, our minimum beacon score is 600 for right across the board, even on refinances. It's attractive, it's good, and the high ratio at 424 with a minimum 600 beacon score. Even for switches, you can do switches, 600 minimum beacon score. We do collateral switches. We do, and this is all A side, no lender fees, okay? But because we are provincially regulated, we have a B20 non-compliant, and this gives you an extended ratio of 45/50 on the A side. And there's a 30-year AM option available also, but that's on our A side, and on our rate sheet, it's on the top right, B20, and on our rate sheet, it shows you exactly what the ratios are for all our different mortgages. But the B20 non-compliant is 45/50, no lender fee. And right now, the 5-year is 464 on a refinance for the B20 non-compliant. You can ask me any questions whenever you want.
I'm
This is
interested
the
to
rate.
hear a quick question for you, actually, Michael. Interested to hear what the non-compliant, conventional, non-compliant, uninsurable category includes. So, like, do you guys have a specific, or what are like the ideal targets within that risk column?
Well, it's standard income, if that's what it's all traditional income. On all our A side, it's all traditional income. We do have a stated BFS, which I'll talk about in a minute,
Okay.
but it's all traditional income. We have we call it a B20 compliant, which is 39.44, and we have the B20 non-compliant, which is 45.50.
Okay.
And you have a 30-year AM option on both of them with a 5 beep surcharge. Yeah, and it's standard properties, no rentals. We have separate rates for rentals, and yeah. So
on rentals, if it's for tax planning, would you do hold codes if it's or it has to be personally held?
no, we do hold calls, but it's done through our business banking channel, and I have a direct line to the manager for that. So on your initial one, if it's a hold call, I would send you give me a quick synopsis of the deal and the address of the property, and I send it to him. And if he likes it, he will contact you directly. Unfortunately, there's no brokerage or no finder's fee payable, so you'd have to charge a brokerage fee.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's for holdcos. Yeah, and he's really good at mixed use properties. If you ever have a mixed use property, send it to me. And once you have his contact information, you can deal with him directly. He's awesome. He's really good. He's really fast. Okay, this is I think the main. I was a broker forever, and this is one of the reasons I came to Duca. I've been here 4 years now. But all these mortgages qualify contract plus 2. They're all 30-year AM. But the near prime is you qualify contract plus 2, 80% loan to value, purchase and refinance, and the GDS TDS is 55/60. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. There's a 1% lender fee on the 1, 2, and 3-year term. No lender fee on the 4 and 5. And we have a special right now on the 4 and 5, and you get 120 beeps on both. And the main applicant's CB drives the rate. So if you have somebody 720 or more and the other guy's 620, we don't care. You can base the rate off the 720. And right now, our 4 and 5-year is 5.54. No lender fee, and you get 120 beeps. We also have a 1-year special at 4.09% with a 720 or more beacon score. And that's with a 2% lender fee, but 4.09. And we came out with that about 6 months ago. I didn't know how attractive it would have been or how popular it would have been, but it really is popular because a lot of clients are just, worried about their monthly payment and they don't really care about the 2% fee. So it's, and Duca probably does close to 50% of our business in the near prime mortgage because it's so competitive. The next one is our stated BFS. Same thing, qualify contract plus 2, 80% loan to value. The GDS TDS is 45/50 on the GDS TDS. And what we need is 6 months bank statements only. And there's a BFS questionnaire and a self-duck letter rated ducabrokerservices.ca. PDF form, download it, fill it out. And we need 2 years NOAs. We don't care what they say. We want to make sure their taxes are up to date. But this is really designed for small companies, 10 or 15 employees. But I will tell you, if the bank statements don't show any recurring expenses coming out of the bank statements, they will probably ask for the financial statements. But this is really designed for small companies and 80% loan to value. If you have any client that is less than 600 on the Beacon score, they automatically go into this Bruce credit mortgage. Max advance is 65% on our Bruce credit mortgage. Same thing, 1% lender fee, 1, 2, and 3, and no lender fee on the 4 and 5. But this is for anybody with a Beacon score of 500 to 599. So just remember, if you have any client that is under 600, they will automatically go to this. Even if the other guy's 720, they will automatically go to this mortgage. But just remember the near prime, it's traditional income, 4550 GD or 5560 GDS TDS. It's a phenomenal mortgage. So we finally have rentals. I've been asking for rentals for about 2 years, and we finally got them about a year ago. And it's on the bottom left of our rate sheet. It's 1 to 5 year fixed term only, 30-year AM, no surcharge. Minimum Beacon score for all clients got to be 650 on rentals. Okay, qualify the Bank of Canada benchmark or contract plus 2. GDS TDS is 4550, 30-year AM, traditional income, purchase and refinance, no operating lines allowed. Maximum loan amount is 1.5 million, 20% down payment, and minimum property standards apply. But I will tell you on the rentals, if you have a non-subject rental, we still offer a 90% offset on a 90% offset. And there is a rental worksheet right at ducabrokerservices.ca that the underwriter does like to see filled out. But we have a 90% offset on rentals or non-subject rentals, which is still pretty bloody good. A subject rental is a 90% add back. And if you have an owner occupied rental, it is a 50% add back. You know, if the guy's got a basement apartment with a separate entranceway, it's a 50% add back. And an owner occupied rental can go anywhere. They don't have to stay in our rental in the rental area. They can go any mortgage if it's an owner occupied rental. Okay.
Michael, does it have to be in does it have to be illegal?
Nope. Nope.
No, just as long as it's separate.
It has to have a separate door, separate entranceway, right? And it's got, it's got to have a kitchen and, a living area and a bathroom. But yes, it doesn't have to be legal, but you have to have a separate entranceway. Okay.
Do you do market rent or does it have to be?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we do market rent and leases and yep.
Okay.
Yes, we, yep. Appraisals, very, very important. You got to go through the provider. Don't go through an individual company. You can go through NAS, Solidify, FNF, or RPS. You got to go through the provider direct. Okay, don't go to an individual company. Very, very important. Rentals are allowed. Our max is 4 doors. Okay, so if they have a principal residence and 3 rentals, that's fine. But if they have the 4th rental, we will not do that. Okay, our max is 4 doors. Child tax credit, we only include, don't ask me why, but we only include it on conventional uninsured mortgages. We do not include it on high ratio mortgages. I don't know why, but that's just how I'm trying to get that changed, but hopefully I can get that changed. And the max age is 15 years old. I know that's pretty attractive. I know a lot of other lenders are 12, but the max age is 15. Buy down standard, 20 beeps for 5 beeps. You can buy down, and they qualify the buy down rate, obviously. And you can use all your commission if you want to, and you can charge a brokerage fee on any of our mortgages. We don't care; it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Why Duca? We have competitive rates of mortgages. Our 5-year high ratio right now, 424. And we have the near prime, which is a phenomenal mortgage, and our refi rates on the conventional uninsured. We have really good rates there too. Even on switches, we do collateral switches, and we're really competitive on switches also. All our mortgages are full feature products, 20% prepayment. You can port and increase or just do a straight port. Industry standard for penalty, IRD, or 3-month penalty. We do like to see the mortgage on the books for 12 months, but we know life happens. And, if there's something that happens within 6 months and we think it's warranted, you can pay, you can refinance before the 12 months is up. None of our mortgages have a bona fide sales clause, so you don't have to sell the property to get out of the mortgage. And the beautiful thing with Duca, we guarantee a 24-hour turnaround time. If you don't get an answer within 24 hours, contact me, because sometimes it might get glitched in the system, but you will get an answer within 24 hours. And right now, you'll get an answer in 3 or 4 hours. Our underwriters are really fast and really knowledgeable. So we're one lender and multiple options. The other thing that I can offer you is I have a direct line to the senior manager. And if you send me a deal and it's an exception that has to be done, and I think it's warranted, I send it to him, and we see eye to eye pretty good. And if he agrees to it, then when you send in your deal, you put in right in your notes, Michael's already got this approved. So there's no back and forth, and you can get that approved right away. It goes a long way instead of doing it after the fact. Okay, there's my contact information. Lucy is now the director, but you can contact her too. But I am the BDM. I look after basically all of Ontario at the moment, so I am pretty bloody busy. But you can contact me anytime. You guys have any questions?
Michael, what would you say that most brokers are using you for? The differentiator.
Our near prime number one with our extended ratios of 55, 60 and really attractive rates. The other thing that we do is in the GTA, we would do 80% of the first 2 million and 50% of the balance. And that is really, because I know a lot of other lenders are 80% of the first 1.5. We will do 80% of the first 2 million in the GTA, which is another, we get a lot of big deals too, because we can do 80% of the first 2 million. And the other thing, we on the refis with a minimum beacon score of 600, we get a lot of business there too.
And do you have seconds at all?
No. We don't do HELOCs either. We don't have HELOCs through. You can do a HELOC through the retail channel, but we don't do HELOCs through the broker channel. Yeah. Sorry, I go fast, but I was a broker, so I go fast.
I think you just addressed the HELOC question, but they are available directly through Duca if a client was to go to the bank directly. Branch direct, yeah.
Yep. So definitely send me the list of your agents, and I'll double check who's listed and not listed. Do you guys use Velocity or Filogix?
We use Velocity.
Yeah, then it's crazy. Then I have to go get the Velocity ID from Newton, and then they got to give it to me, and then I got to give it to my guy, and it takes a few days to get you set up, but we can do that. 150% of the balance, which pretty well covers it off, right?
Okay.
But if it's really rural, like really out there, the max advance, sometimes they'll come back at 65%. But but it's all based on population. So 30,000 or less is 80% of the first 800 and 50% of the balance.
Okay.
Where are you located?
We're in Sudbury.
Yeah. We do lots of deals in Sudbury.
Yeah, okay. And the greater areas, and you live in northern communities even?
Yep.
Newlands Garden. Okay, good.
Yep.
I don't know if you've discovered, do you agricultural at all?
We will, but it has to have a residential component. And our max acreage is 10 acres. You can't have any farming on the property. No farming. Okay.
With like hobby farm, like not actual.
No,
can't.
No.
So no ranching or anything like that.
No, unfortunately not. No.
Okay.
No.
Good to know.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
And no, we don't do any properties with additional buildings. If they got like a mobile home on it, or they got a big barn on it, or whatever, we don't do any properties with additional buildings either.
So the outboard buildings. Okay.
And no wood siding. Remember that. No wood siding.
So log cabins. Just out of curiosity, why it's just
I had a $4.5 million beautiful log home in Vaughan, and I couldn't convince the guy to do it. He wouldn't do it.
Really?
No.
Okay, no, I'm just can't approach my neighbors now. Some of them are like, and they're
Even if
beautiful.
it's
They're
insured?
not even all notched in, right?
Yeah, but they wouldn't do it.
Okay.
They won't do it. Anything with wood, anything to deal with wood, they won't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they don't. Yeah.
Any other
But our high
questions
ratio at
for
four,
Michael?
our high ratio at 424, you get 110 beeps, minimum beacon score 600. It's awesome. And the near prime with the ratios of 55, 60. Do you get our rate sheets?
I
You
do
guys
get
receive?
your I do get your rate sheets. I think
Okay.
most agents here get your rate sheets.
Okay, good.
And I'm sure once you update your list, everybody will be receiving your emails.
Okay, great.
I
Beautiful.
don't get them, but once King updates the list, I'm sure they'll come in. I have the message from when we heard from you last fall, but I didn't receive any rate sheets or anything, so I look forward to having a peek at those.
Okay, well, send me an email and I'll put you right on. I'll send me an email and I'll put you right on.
You mentioned Sudbury. No, there's no geographical restrictions, right? As long as it's not leasehold land, you're good with like rural and cottage property.
Yeah, it can't be no lease, no leasehold, no.
So yeah, so freehold, public roads,
Yep.
septic and
Yeah, it's got to have a road access. We don't do islands.
yeah.
We do
Oh,
secondary we do secondary homes up to 80%, and cottages will go up to 65%.
okay.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, how do you delineate secondary home versus recreational?
Well, I would just say it's a secondary home.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
And if the underwriter comes back and says, no, I don't think so, but I would just stipulate, hey, this is a secondary home for the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any issues with Airbnb, short-term rental?
Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't do that. Yeah.
That's what BMO is for, I think. Okay. So thank you, Michael. Thank you for your time today. If there's no other questions, I'm sure soon enough everybody will be getting Michael's emails.
Yeah.
And he's always available to answer questions. I know he's pretty quick when we inquire. And so